Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? So, we are back with another video, and today is going to be a crazy, crazy, crazy video. Look, so I know we've been building up for the last couple of days with cool things. We did the video game app, the movie app, and then we started off with the Quentin Tarantino app. But today is going to be nuts. I promise you. Look, so if you watched yesterday's video, you know what we're gonna do today. But look, I can show you better than I could tell you, man. This is who we got. Your boy, KAI CENAT, man. He's balling, man. He's balling. Look, man, this is a icon. This is a social icon, man. And as a black man, honestly, I got a lot of respect for the kid, man. For real, got a lot of respect for him, man. You know, his best friend Speed. You know, two humble young kids trying to get it in this world. You know, much respect. You know, like yeah, he's an athlete. You could tell. Yeah, sometimes he gets emotional, you know, a little bit, but I mean, yeah, man. At the end of the day, you know, he might joke around, but he definitely can get serious, you know. He definitely gets serious. So I think KAI CENAT is a great representative for the youth, for real. I think he's somebody who a lot of people can look up to, young and old alike, for real. Everybody can learn something from KAI CENAT. Yeah, man. So without further ado, let's get things started. So as you guys know, we're on day 4. 320 XP so far, and we got 26 days left, you know, 2 hours, 54 minutes. So here's the app again, KAI CENAT app. This is the challenge. Streamer profile app featuring content, schedule, and fan interactions. Streamer profile display, content calendar, fan interaction features, and stream notifications. So once we complete this, we will get another 110 experience points. So gotta level up. So yeah, gotta keep going. All right, cool. So let's get into it. So as you guys know, this is Replit right here. This is our vibe coding platform of choice. Using Replit, we are able to add a couple of pieces of information and pretty much generate an app at a level that no one would usually expect. Just in case you missed it, this is what we ended up building yesterday. Just want to catch people up, make sure that everyone can be on the same page before we get into this one, because it's going to be good. All right, so this is what we made yesterday. Made this about 2.5 hours. If you check out yesterday's stream, day 3, you can see the whole process. It's really straightforward. But yeah, so made a full app here, you know, made the new Steam pretty much. A lot of details, a lot of functionality, you know. Yeah. Basically has every video game you could ever imagine on here. Let's search up what's a good one? What's a classic? Let's search up Call of Duty, right? So we can see all the different games, right? We got the years. A lot of people say the old Call of Duties are the better Call of Duties. So look, 2 buttons. Now you're seeing all the classic Call of Duties. What if you got a PlayStation, right? Now these are the games that are on PlayStation. All of them are on PlayStation and Xbox, but you know, you get it. It's loading there. Yeah, man. So in real time, whatever game you want to check out has full functionality, everything, trailers, different screensavers, I guess you'd call it, different ratings, everything, even has recommended games, you know, if you ever need a new game to play. But yeah, that's what we built yesterday. So but we're off that though. Now we on to the new. We on to the KAI CENAT app. All right, so before we get started, we have to pull up that project requirement document, which is pretty much just a document that we need to create for each app so that we can tell this software right here, Replit, what to build. But yeah, it's honestly like magic. It's like modern day magic for real. Whatever you choose to create, you just have to think about it, explain it in a document, give that document to ChatGPT. It can generate a mock-up image and give both of those to Replit, and it's really that easy. pretty much Replit just does all of the hard work. I've built 3 apps so far, and none of them have required any coding at all. 100% just, this is what I want, make this look like that. Literally talking to the application like another person. So it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, let's get that KAI CENAT app pulled up for you guys. All right, so this is pretty much what it's gonna look like. You know, that looks exactly like KAI CENAT, as you can tell. Definitely is not a different version of someone that might look a little bit like him. That's the real KAI CENAT. All right, cool. So pretty much this app will have everything from all of his YouTube videos, all of his live streams. If he goes live, you can watch the live on here. I'm also thinking about if we have enough time and it makes sense, I can definitely add in an AI KAI CENAT so you can actually talk to KAI CENAT for real. Honestly, we can even add a voice in there too. We could probably find KAI CENAT's actual voice so you literally can just communicate with KAI CENAT, man. But pretty much anything KAI CENAT related, any merch, any websites that he has, anything at all related to KAI CENAT, you can find on the KAI CENAT app. And I'm gonna build that on live. So you guys can watch the whole process, and it's really, really easy. Whole goal of this 30-day 30 app challenge I'm doing is to really just show people how crazy things have gotten recently and the amount of stuff that we can really just make pretty much on the fly. So here's the other PRDs. And just a sneak peek, this has a folder of every app that we're building for this 30-day challenge right here, right? All of these. So yeah, I'm not going to tell you guys, I want it to be a surprise, but if you caught the names of those, you should know what you have in store. I don't even know what we're doing on what day though. Everything's pretty much random, honestly. For the 30-day 30 app challenge, everything's pretty much random. But yeah, let's get to it though. So this is the document that we're going to give to the program so it can make us the app. Build time is 1 day. You got to let it know how fast you want things built because it can get pretty detailed. KAI CENAT Explorer is a sleek Twitch themed web mobile app built using React. So I'm not going to read all of this. I'm actually going to provide this document if you guys want to check it out. I just want to get to the action so we can get started. I think it might be confusing people. I'm saying how long it's taking me to build the app. It looked like I'm lying or something, but I'm going to go ahead and knock this one out so you guys can see how fast we really can do this. As you can see, I'm just adding that mock-up image that I showed you guys with the real KAI CENAT. That definitely looks just like KAI CENAT right there. No one will question that at all. All right, and that document I just showed you, we're going to see how fast Replit can create the app for us. I guarantee it's dumb crazy. And if you watch my other streams, you can see how fast it is. It's crazy fast. It's almost unrealistic. You can really build whatever you want with this program in no time, and it's dirt cheap. So I definitely recommend everybody try it out. Go to replit.com. I'm not sponsored by Replit either. This is just 100% it's just a good opportunity. You actually get free points too, so you can build a website for free with no code experience and no coding knowledge at all. 100%. So yeah, let's see what it got so far. So a Twitch themed React web app showcasing KAI CENAT's popular YouTube content with real-time API integration and mobile responsive design. So look, it's already generating a whole project for us right here, and we haven't even pressed start yet. So look, this is what it's adding in. Splash screen with hero image and enter button. That's pretty much this. Popular video section from YouTube. So this is going to be real-time YouTube videos. Every time he uploads a video on YouTube, you're going to see it here. And we can link every page, and we can even have a search function that automatically finds KAI CENAT videos that weren't even posted from his page, you know. Search and filter functionality, trending, most viewed and latest, video detail views with thumbnails, titles, and views and dates. Fun fact page with swipeable, scrollable trivia cards. Yeah, some good stuff coming in. So let's get started with this and see what we can get from this. I really do think it would be cool though to add the AI KAI CENAT in here. So that's my personal goal for the day. If we can get to that, that would be amazing. And just have a, you know, like you talk to the program with your voice and KAI CENAT's talking back to you, you know, like it's a KAI CENAT app. So gotta have KAI CENAT in it, you know. I know you guys saw the thumbnail image. If you didn't see it, yeah, it's literally, that's what I'm doing for real. It's not cap. It's not a lie. This is real life. So And everybody should be using this program. Got to reiterate that everybody should be using this program because it's an amazing program. But yeah, on top of this, later we can add AMP cast pages. So we could have the whole AMP added in as well. Live YouTube, Twitch stream embedded. So this will be added. I'm definitely gonna make sure this is in here, but let's just get the functionality of the main page first, and we can add on top of that, you know. So yeah, create leaderboards for top KAI CENAT clips and moments. I think that'll be super cool too. But like I said, we got to start with step one. So just trying to get this popping from the very beginning, and we can add on top of it for sure. It's determining the next steps now. I'm gonna make this my home page. It's gonna be my home screen right here. It's how I be feeling when these apps take too long to process, you know, with loading. This how I feel when my app doesn't work. This me working on apps for real. That's what I think I look like for real. But yeah, let's get back to it. So it's loading now. Has a couple of files already generated. YouTube. See, this is crazy fast. It's been less than 15 minutes. And we already got the template. You know, the basic website is already created. No coding. Zero coding at all. And we already got the KAI CENAT app looking decent to start off with, you know. But we're going to make sure everything is 100% clean. If you've seen any of my other apps, then you know this is going to look crazy when it's done. Like, you know this is going to look crazy when it's done. So just got to be a little bit patient. What we got? The splash page. All right, so that'll be cool. That will be cool. Let's wait for this to load. All right, so it's still creating those pages now. Cool. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. This is one of the dopest apps I think we're going to be building during the 30-day challenge. Like, I didn't know when it was going to come. It happened to come early. I'm glad, but yeah, it's going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy. But yeah, if you guys put your suggestions in the comments below of what other apps you think we should be building, or what apps you want to learn, or what you want to learn in general, really. Someone the other day suggested I build it's called a DAW, but basically music workstation. Like if you heard of Pro Tools or BandLab, but basically he was asking for a program so people could learn to record their own music right from their computer and just make it kind of easy. So I could definitely build that. I have a lot of experience with audio engineering and everything like that, so I could definitely build that app. I have these 30 apps planned, but just let me know in the comments what you guys think I should be building for the next app. And after this 30-day challenge, we can definitely check those out and see what makes sense, really, and see what you guys really want. We can maybe have a vote or something like that, and just whoever gets the most votes, we're just going to build that app on live so everybody can see how to do it, exactly how to do it. I think that'll be cool. But yeah, also, I keep forgetting to say this, but yeah, leave a like, you know, post a comment. It really helps me out. You know, you can subscribe, you know, if you like the content. I think you should just subscribe anyway, honestly, even if you don't like it. Like, if you want to subscribe, it's not going to hurt anybody. It's actually free. So yeah, you might as well subscribe either way, really. I mean, why not, right? Like, I would definitely subscribe to you guys. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, man, I'm just trying to get this app created, man. It's still loading now. The more it's loading, the better, honestly, because that means it's actually adding some decent level of content. If you saw my last videos, you see, like, sometimes you put in the PRD and the mock-up image and it's done in like 5 seconds. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but the longer it takes, the greater it can end up being. So it looks like I need the YouTube API. So I can get a free API. Most APIs are free. Like you guys have been seeing, I've been making APIs the whole time. So I'm gonna go ahead and move the screen just in case it shows something I'm not supposed to show. And boom, we can get that started. So I have my account here, Google. And yeah, if you guys need to make the API though, it's really straightforward. Just go to console.cloud.google.com. And from there, you'll pretty much see it at like the front page. Chicka. So let me see how to get this added. All right. So it says I need to create a new project. All right, let me create that project then. All right, creating a new project or select an existing one. Let me see. I can show this actually. I don't think there's anything sensitive showing up here. But yeah, create a new project or select an existing one. Enabling the YouTube Data API v3, create credentials API key. Optionally restrict the key to YouTube Data API for security. All right, so I'm gonna just type in YouTube Data API v3. And it says enable. So I'm gonna just enable that. All right. Let's see what we got. So the YouTube Data API is an API that provides access to YouTube. And basically this just allows us to add YouTube videos and all of that YouTube information into our app, which is super cool. So create credentials. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove the screen on that one just in case it shows the API key. And with the API key, the reason why I don't want to show that, in case you guys aren't familiar, if I show you guys the API key and you use it, you can max out all of my data, or you can do something crazy and it'll look like I did it. So pretty much it's like an ID or something like that. No API key to display. Okay. Creating credentials, enable the YouTube Data API v3. It says create the credentials. I'm trying to find out how. Create credentials to access your enabled API. So I'm gonna say, all right, so it looks like we got to find out how to create those credentials. So let me see. This document helps you understand some key authentication methods. Okay. All right. Choose the right authentication method, etc., etc. Let me see. I'm confused because it's not. Oh, okay. Duh. Create credentials. All right. Cool. So if you guys are wondering how to create your credentials for Google Cloud, you'll just want to click create credentials right here. And from that drop down, you could just click API key, and that'll let you create that API key. And that is from console.cloud.google.com. All right, so let me generate that. Said failed to create API key. All right, so I'm retrying that. All right, cool. So it looks like it failed to create it the first time, but for some reason I just re-clicked it and it worked. So that was no problem at all. Choose from account vault. All right, cool. So I just added that in and click continue. All right. So now it should be able to add YouTube in there. So now we can have all the YouTube app stuff added to the app, which would be cool. All right, so let's try it out. Look at this. 5 seconds in. Not really, like 20 minutes in. We got all of these videos, right? All of these videos. And what happens when we click one? All right, so you can see it up here. It's giving us details, but looks like it still hasn't added the whole full video in there. We're gonna need the full video in there. So KAI CENAT payback the helmet game again. It's most viewed. Wow, we got 240 million views on that. That's crazy. Yeah, KAI is massive. All right, so These are the latest. So you can see they're doing that summer day challenge. They're doing the 30 days of streaming or whatever, but you can see that's already up here. It just got uploaded 2 hours ago. So that means the more that means the most recent KAI CENAT content is showing up exactly as it should be. Exactly as it should be. It's amazing. All right, cool. So all of that is good so far. This is like level 1 though. We're gonna take this up to level 1000 for sure. So first thing I'm gonna do is click this video, right? We are going to hit the snipping tool, copy that, and highlight this. Or actually, what we're gonna do is, if you guys are doing these screenshot fixes, then just make sure you catch the URL in there too, because without the URL, it's pretty much gonna be confusing to the app. It might not know what page you're on. So with the URL, the AI, this program can read the URL just like me and you can read the URL. So it knows exactly what page you're on now, and it can see where the problem is. So all I got to do is say, add a video play embedded view to the page for each video. All right, cool. So now what it's going to do is it's going to make it so once you click these, instead of it, let me go back. Let me show you guys. All right. So basically when you click this, instead of it looking like this, which is like pointless really, it's going to actually show you the full video. So you can just watch the video from there. And this is the first part here. So once we get this YouTube integration, you know, we can make sure it's showing KAI CENAT videos from not just his page, from every page. All right, cool. So I got that payback home again. All right, so this isn't from KAI's page, right? And you see when you click it, the video shows up, right? So boom, now the video is showing up and everything. All right, that's perfect. That's perfect. All right. So this is cool. You can see that all we had to do is say add the video in there, and it just added the video in. I didn't type not one line of code. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. All right, so this is fire. What we want to do though, we want to make sure that we can have the video. I'm gonna basically make this page look like YouTube, right? Make this page look just like YouTube. I think that'll be cool. Everybody already uses YouTube, so when this page looks like YouTube's page, people can just look at it and say like, all right, cool. Like this feels familiar, you know, make people comfortable. You know, that's the thing about building a good website. You always got to make sure people are comfortable and it looks cool for real. All right, check this out.
What's up, GQ?
So I'm not going to play too much of that, but you can see it works though, right? Boom. And it starts in full screen, which is fire, because if you just wanted to watch the video, you could just watch it. You can just press 2 buttons, boom, and you watching the video. All of his videos. You don't got to search on your phone. You don't got to scroll through, like, where's this new video, etc. You click the latest video, it's going to show you the latest video. Look like DDG apologized to KAI CENAT for putting him in the middle of the beef. That's crazy. I saw what DDG was doing with Reggie, the whole talking about his father thing. I feel like there's no reason to be talking about another man's family members regardless, but that ain't my business. They both got a lot more money than me. So, you know, I got to be focused on what matters for real. I can't be worried about no other man's beef. But it's crazy, though. I will say, though, as a black man, I like seeing other black men work together. You know, that's always cool in my book. But that's all I really got to say about that one. But yeah, man, KAI CENAT, man, he's had some legendary moments, man. I remember when he was running around New York City and the whole Times Square. Like, I'm from the DMV area, so I used to go up to New York all the time. And Times Square, it might not look that crazy on the camera, but Times Square has a crazy amount of people. So that's nuts. That's nuts. I was legendary. All right, perfect. I've successfully added embedded YouTube video playback functionality. All right, cool. So basically it's just saying it did what we asked it to do. Every time you put in a request, it tells you each step of the process that it took. So if you are interested in knowing and understanding the code, it'll tell you every single line of code that it did. Also, you can check over here and see the actual files. This is great if you want to change something or you're familiar with coding. You know, everybody, this program is great for any level of software development. Even if you've never made a website in your life and you don't understand programming at all, you can still use this. If you're amazing with programming, you can use this too, and you'll just get more out of it a little bit. You know, it has a learning curve. Has a learning curve for sure. But yeah, even if you don't know anything about coding and you're just trying to like maybe mess around and learn something, you could just highlight a random line of code. This is just one of the files. You know, this is the index file. So right click, highlight a line, right click it, explain with assistant, and it'll actually break down the exact meaning of that line. So let's see what that says right here. So provided code snippet is written in TypeScript. It'll tell you, so that's the language it's using, TypeScript, which is a superset of JavaScript. So TypeScript is just a form of JavaScript. You know, it's like an under level of JavaScript. It's a type of JavaScript that adds type definition to the language. So it'll actually go into a whole detailed explanation of any line of code. So if you ever wonder what these lines mean, you can just literally highlight it, right click, explain with assistant. It'll break everything down for you perfectly. Like, it's pretty crazy the level of detail it'll add in. But yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep going. So we got the videos added, right? That's cool. Video unavailable. Maybe they all right, so that worked. All right, that was just a little glitch. That's cool. All right, so we got the videos in. It's cool, but we definitely need this to look a lot more clean. So I'll say this is what I'm gonna do, right? It's really this easy. You want to highlight the page that you want to change. Make sure the URL is in there, right? Go back in here, paste that highlighted change that you got, right? That screenshot. Type in error so it knows that you want something fixed. Make this look like YouTube in design. Right, so I just typed, make this look like YouTube in design. I'll move that if you want to see that. Boom. All right, so I'm gonna just press enter. We can get started on this. And it's just going to change the whole web page to make it look a lot cleaner. Like, it's going to make it look a lot cleaner. It's crazy. I can see you want the app to look more like YouTube's design. Let me design the interface to match YouTube's visual style with a cleaner, more familiar layout. Boom. It understood exactly what I was requesting, and now it's going to make that change in real time. All right, so you can see it's editing client/source/index.css. So CSS file is basically like the way a CSS file is the way that the page looks. It's basically the artwork of the page. So you see how this is purple and you see how it's using this font. This is all from the CSS. So that means that it's changing the design of the web page because it's a CSS file. All you need to do is see that CSS right there. You can see the source and index. So source is usually where the information is that goes to other pages. So this is the source of the information. And index.css, index is pretty much the primary page. So in the source folder, the index file is the most important file. It's the front file. And .css means it's a design. Boom. So if you know, the more you mess with software engineering, the more you just understand this stuff. But again, like I said, using this program, you don't actually need to understand any of this. And honestly, in the near future, nobody will really understand this. It'll just be a lost language like Latin or something like that. People won't even care. All right, cool. So update the video cards to have more YouTube-like appearance with larger thumbnails and cleaner typography. Now let me update the video detail page to also have a more YouTube-like design. All right, cool, cool. All right, so it looks like it just made that update, or it's still making that update. But yeah, this is already looking clean. It's already looking clean. 30 minutes in. 30 minutes in and it's going stupid already. Like, this is crazy. You see, it's already updating the design. Nice. So it says live, but that just means that this is updating in real time. So if you're wondering how much subscribers Kai has, you can see his subscriber count right there, and it'll keep updating. All right, so he got payback for the helmet again, reacting to AMP Summer. So it even has reaction pages. That's how heavy it is. Like, someone is watching the live stream and they have that person who's stealing Kai's stream in his video. Like, it's crazy. So this literally has every Kai video being updated or uploaded, I should say. When I remove Kai. Oh, wow. So this ended up just pulling everybody's video. So we're going to change this to only make this for KAI CENAT though, which is cool. This basically like could be a YouTube search. Like if you needed to find every video made about somebody, like let's type in Drake, right? Boom. Every Drake video pops up, right? Type in Kendrick Lamar. Boom. If you guys can't see that, that's GNX though. That's the GNX vinyl. It's hard to see because it's reflective, but yeah, that's the GNX vinyl. Definitely mess with Kendrick heavy. But yeah, predicted new Kendrick Lamar college course. Boom. So these are literally 16 minutes ago. Every video uploaded about this guy is showing up in real time. And now within 35 minutes of work, we already got like this full page created. It's crazy. All right, so it made it look more like YouTube, but what we want to do is, all right. So remove the search function. This app, let me paste that image. This app is only for KAI CENAT. Build the app. All right, cool. So, yeah, let me just press this right now. We always have to go step by step with the changes because I was gonna add in this app should only be for KAI CENAT, add more features specific to KAI CENAT, etc., etc. But I'm gonna leave all of that alone because I wanted to make sure it removes the search function. I don't want this to be confusing. And next thing we're doing is making the homepage KAI CENAT. Yep. And I actually could add in that one of those images I showed. Like I could add one of these in. I feel like these are good profile pictures for him, for real. Like this is the most everyday KAI CENAT picture I feel like. So we probably should use this for the profile for sure. Looks just like, you know, that's how he usually looks. So yeah. All right, cool. So what we got? I've successfully removed the search functionality since this is a dedicated KAI CENAT app. Let me update the interface to make sure everything is working properly. All right, cool. So now that's done. Let's see the result of this. Okay. So, boom. Trending, you can say watch, and what's it do? Just gives you all KAI CENAT videos right here. 20 women versus 1 KAI CENAT. All right, cool. Boom. KAI CENAT leaks his real height. Shh.
I'm 6'1" though. I am 6'1". I'm not 5'4". I'm 5'7". I went to the doctor literally 2 days ago. They said I was literally 5'7".
Search it up on the web.
KAI CENAT height.
5'4".
That's wrong, bro. Let's just click on this right here. This is say, you see, bro, we good, bro.
Oh no, go back up.
Look, how tall is Kai?
5'4".
See, that's why people get rich and they leave their friends from back home. You know, he grew up with them, man. Like, he grew up with all these people, and now they out here switching up, calling him. Now he's short, man. They all short, man. I'm sure when they was in pre-K together, they wasn't making fun of each other's height, man. Nah, that was a bad joke. That was a bad joke. All right, cool. So I've successfully removed the search function. All right, bet. Okay. Add a live Twitch portion. No, actually, let's make this design better, right? All right, so, well, let me show you guys why this looks like this though, because this may be a little bit misleading, right? It looks crazy over here, right? But what we can do is, let me grab my phone real quick. So what we can do is, I can show you guys what it'll look like on the phone. And if you see the app on the phone, it looks a lot cleaner because it's actually built for the phone. Let me get that pulled up, and yeah. So let me show actually. So you can see right here, right? Like we got the QR code. Every app that you make on here, it'll just give you a quick QR code. So you can scan that code and then you can just see the app on your phone. It's really convenient. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Show you guys what it'll look like. But yeah, man, we already got the basic app. You know, we got all his YouTube videos added so far. We got his live Twitch. You know, any video uploaded about KAI CENAT, that's going to show up right now. So yeah, this is what the app looks like on the phone so far, right? Clean. Click the video. And boom, look, this looks perfect, right? Perfect. So it might look off a little bit on the phone. I mean, on the computer, but that's because it's a phone app. And then we can go to watch. That load, and then boom, got all the videos right here. This is the most convenient way. This is better design than YouTube. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this app is better than YouTube. If you watch KAI CENAT's content, you should definitely just use this app for real. Cause why not? Like, if you know you about to watch KAI CENAT, right? You know you just want to find KAI CENAT's content, right? You just like, oh, I want a KAI CENAT video. I want to watch the most recent video. What if someone from AMP did a video with Kai, right? And we about to add the AI integration so you could talk to KAI CENAT. We gonna have his voice in there. You speak to him, he speaks back. We just getting started, man. We really just getting started. So, all right, cool. So the app is super clean on the phone. What we want to do right now is add live Twitch to the app. Boom. That's all we got to type. I literally just typed add live Twitch to the app. And now it's going to allow us to live stream from Twitch on the app. It's that easy. Literally just typed in the words, right? It's crazy. So we're going to need an API key for this, just like we needed one for YouTube. So it's free. All we got to do is go to a web page, grab the API key, drop it in here, and we're good to go. All right, cool. To display KAI CENAT's live Twitch streams, I need Twitch API credentials. Okay, like I basically just explained. Go to dev.twitch.tv, register your application, get your client ID and client secret. So I'm going to go ahead and go to dev.twitch.tv. All right, here's that app on the PC again. But yeah, let's go right here. Your console. I've never used this before, so we're going to find out. I guarantee it's super easy. Register your application in the Twitch developer console. Okay, cool. All right. Register your application. Name. KAI CENAT app. All right. OAuth redirect URL. Redirect URL must be HTTPS. All right, cool. So I believe it should be this right here. So we can just drop that in. Add. Move in there. All right, we just need one. Category. Website integration. Client confidential. Create. User must have a verified email to perform this action. All right, that's cool. So I gotta just verify this on my email, right? So I'm gonna go to my email real quick. I don't want to show that, but yeah, I'm just going to my email and finding that Twitch verification email. Okay. Where's that at? It's probably in my spam. Let's see. I would show this part, but I can't. Yeah, I can't really show my emails, but it should be pretty self-explanatory though, right? Just check your email and find the link. All right, so weirdly enough, for some reason, that's not showing up on my email. So what I'm gonna do is, and this is good for anybody else who has that problem, right? This is what I'm gonna do. Got ChatGPT right here. All I'm gonna do is say, boom, right? And then I'm gonna just copy this web page, screenshot that, and this is going to let ChatGPT fix the problem for us. Cause I could do all the research, I could find out what's what and how to do everything or whatever, but why not just let ChatGPT do his job? I'm already paying for ChatGPT, so might as well let it do the job, right? So go to Twitch TV, select your avatar, etc. All right, cool. So I got to go to twitch.tv to get that to happen. Right, but you see how easy that is, right? It's like I don't have to think about how to find this out. I can just ask GPT. It's really that simple. Like nowadays, when you're using technology, just ask questions and you're going to get the answer. Like it's all about who can ask the question for real. So go to Twitch TV, select your avatar, settings, boom. Under security and privacy, look at email. Enable additional creation. You must have a verified email address. All right, cool. So I just got to add my email. All right, bet. All right, so I'm going to just add my email real quick in there. I'm going to use my personal email on this instead of the militarygradeautomation.com or at gmail.com. All right, cool. So just click the verify button, right? Unable to change email address. Guess I used a different email address for this one. I don't know. Let me check my backup. Feel like nowadays everybody got like 20 different emails. All right. Okay, cool. So it sent me that code. I'm about to go check out that code. Oh yeah, I still can't show that. Yeah, my bad if you're checking this out. Just gotta pull up my email and grab a quick code and we can get right back to it. All right, typing in that password. All right, so type in Twitch so I can see what that code is. All right, cool. So I got my verification code. See that code right here, just Twitch, boom, verify your account. So I'm gonna just go right in here, Control V that. This is now good to go. No longer need ChatGPT. And I'm gonna go back here, refresh this page, right? KAI CENAT app. Grab that URL, boom, paste that, and we'll click create. And might be loading. Yeah, it looks like it's frozen or something. I'm not 100%. So I'm gonna reset this page and KAI CENAT app. Copy that URL one more time. Paste that in here. Oh, all right. So I had to click add. Okay, cool. Well, we received the results of all client authorization, either an access token or a failed message. This much. All right. It's not letting me register the application. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, this is strange. It won't let me register the app. So what I'm gonna do is go right back here. And let me close out the email. I don't need email anymore. All right. So what I'm gonna do is let's copy this right here, right? And I'm gonna say I pressed create and it did nothing. Let's see what it gives us back though. Should be an easy fix. I don't know what's the problem, but yeah, it isn't enough to just type in the fields. You have to satisfy every required input. Add your redirect URL. Okay. You should see a URL show up in the box below the input. Below the input. Oh, the category. Duh. User must have two-factor auth enabled. All right, cool. All right, so yeah, it was a simple fix. It was a simple fix. And we should be cool now. Guess we need two-factor authentication though, so let me get that added. It says verify your email. I just verified it. All right, so it looks like I gotta verify that email one more time. All right, so boom, Twitch. Go back to that correct account. All right, so right here. All right, so 2 seconds now. All right, so now that has been verified.
I'm gonna
Should
do like
be
both
cool.
at the same time, so that way.
Let me go ahead and go to settings. Additional account creation. Additional account creation. Okay. I need two-step verification turned on. I see additional account creation. I need like two. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. I don't know if it's gonna show a phone number. Yeah. So it just sent me a message to my phone, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that in, and we're gonna have KAI CENAT's live stream is gonna be showing up on our app. All right, cool. So let me put in that code. All right. Boom, boom. All right, it just sent me another code for some reason. I don't know why. All right, cool. Oh, now I gotta download a whole app. All right, that's crazy. All right, so looks like I gotta download Authy to get things started on that side of things. So let me get that real quick. Should be a quick download, like a couple seconds. Good. Yo. Cool. That was fast. All right, cool. So I gotta download the app and I gotta scan the QR code it's showing me. So let me scan that really quick. Boom. All right, so looks like we done now. We good. Oh, I gotta get another text message. All right, cool. Nice. All right, so I should be good now. Just gotta type in the code it gave me. Oh yeah, my bad. All right, so I gotta scan this QR code again. Crazy. See, that's why I like AI. AI, you don't got to worry about all of this. You could just tell the computer what it wants or what you want it to do, and it'll just do it. With all of this, you got to sign in and sign in again, and then get the verification code, and then sign in with a backup verification code, like, etc. Hold up, what? Yo, this app is crazy. Okay. All right. All right, cool. So we good now. I finally got it. All right, it took forever. All right, cool, cool, cool. So should be good. Just gotta get the text message again. We set 10. Okay.
What's up, GQ? I'm Kai.
It's that
and I'm
time,
Phoenix.
baby.
And today we about to do the G.
I'm 6'1" though. I am 6'1".
Oh, wow. Yo, my bad. Didn't even realize I was muted. My brother just called, let me know I was muted. So yeah, my bad. But yeah, we can bounce back though. So basically, we got the KAI CENAT app, right? And this app is we got a chat bot in here, right? We got YouTube integration, but the API key got maxed out for YouTube, so we don't have YouTube videos right now, but I'll show you guys tomorrow what it looks like with the YouTube videos. And I could set it up, you know, pay a couple dollars and get more YouTube videos for the day, but this is just an example for now. I'm making a new app every day for 30 days, so I don't want to get too deep on this one app. But cool thing though, we got the KAI CENAT chatbot in here, right? So this chatbot is pretty much KAI CENAT, right? So just troll really quick just to make sure. Bro, that's actually crazy. You asked that. Chat, this person gets it. Let's talk about this. Stupid. All right, for sure. All right, so now we got basic chat function, right? But what I want is like actual voice chat, right? So the goal is to have it set up so that while KAI CENAT is talking to us, or basically we can have it so that we talk to KAI CENAT with our voice and Kai will talk back with his voice. So that's the goal. Add in voice functionality for Kai and the user. All right, so now we added in voice functionality. So this will make it so that Kai is able to talk to us basically, and we could talk back. So should be cool. I added in voice functionality for both Kai and the user to the chat interface. This will include text to speech for Kai's responses and speech to text for user input. Cool. Now I'll add the voice functionality, state variables, and create the voice feature. All right, cool. So basically right now we want to get the voice in first, right? After we get the voice in, we'll make the voice loud, right? Like we'll make the, or not loud, we'll make the voice Kai. We'll make the voice sound like Kai. So that'll be the next step. Added in voice control function and update messages. Okay, cool. All right, added in voice control button to the UI. Nice. All right, see it's online right here. It's gonna be crazy. All right, it's almost done. Add in a visual indicator for when Kai is speaking and update the document. Okay. Let me update the speech function to track speaking state. All right, cool. So now we are about to be able to talk to KAI CENAT in the app. KAI. KAI. That's going to be the name of the app. Just thought of that. I think it's a nice name. So Got the KAI app. And mind you, we have all the live Twitch streams in here, right? All the recent VODs. And if he was live, we would be seeing him live right here, just like the Twitch page. Videos. We have it. Oh, it's still loading up the changes now. Let me see if it works. Okay. So looks like we might be able to talk to Kai now. Let's see what happens. All right, cool. So successfully added comprehensive voice functionality, speech to text, text to speech. So we talk to him, he talks back. Click the microphone button to speak your question. Kai automatically speaks his responses with energetic voice. Cool. Where's the microphone button, bro? I don't think it added in the microphone button. I see the mute. Voice response enabled. Okay. So voice response is enabled. Let me see. Hey, Kai.
Nah, chat, you trippin'. But I love the energy.
Don't
That's
worry, we're
such
going
a
to update the
W
voice
question,
to
bro.
sound like Kai. We just want to
Keep
make sure the
them
voice
coming.
works.
Face with look of triumph.
All right, cool, cool. So that works at least. I don't see a microphone. All right, so now we could talk to Kai. He sounds like a robot right now, you know, but what's good, short boy?
Bro. That's actually crazy you asked that.
All
Chat,
right,
this
so
person gets it.
we one step
I
closer.
love talking about this stuff, deadass. 100 points.
All right, so we just want to add in a microphone so we could talk to Kai verbally, and he gonna talk back verbally, and then after that we gonna add in his voice, so it's gonna sound just like Kai and everything. When I said we got a KAI CENAT app, we really got a KAI CENAT app. We got everything. We got the Twitch, you know, the YouTube videos in here, AI chat, you know, KAI. KAI. All right, so still loading now. Let me check the current footer structure and try and fix it. Okay, cool. All right, fix the microphone button. Let me see if that works. Looks like the microphone button isn't clickable. Voice input unavailable. All right, so all I'm gonna do is highlight that portion. It says voice response on, but voice input unavailable. Okay. Error. It says voice input unavailable. All right, cool. Let's see what happens. Let's see what we got. All right, the issue is that the speech recognition isn't available in the current browser environment, likely because Web Speech API requires HTTPS. Let's update the chat to better handle this situation. Okay. So it looks like just because the app isn't really hosted publicly, it's having to work around a little bit just to make it work. All right, so let me add a helpful message to explain why voice input might be unavailable and suggest alternatives. I can see from the console log that the issue is clear. Web Speech API is not available in this browser environment, even though we're on HTTPS. Huh. So I guess I gotta use a different browser to make it work. So let me try a different browser. All right, so this works with voice. Let me try it out. All right, so it looks like the button is not responding. Yo. Nah, it's not working. All right, cool. All right, so we getting close, man. We getting close. We got the microphone button, but looks like the microphone is not responding yet. Let me catch that screenshot really quick. 24 hours. All right, cool. Yeah. So basically, just gotta copy that, screenshot, paste that here. Error. Microphone is not working. Check error logs to fix. All right, basically I'm just letting it know the microphone still isn't working and it should check the error logs to fix that problem with the microphone. I can see the console log show speech recognition false. I mean, I tried it on another browser and yeah, it wasn't that problem. Let me remove console logs since they're not needed for the users. It says the decision is working, but it's clearly not. Hello. I wonder why it's not working. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Let me check. All right, so not 100% sure why the mic isn't working, but I really do want KAI CENAT's voice in here. Like, we got a chat bot. We can add, the microphone portion is pretty straightforward to add. It looks like it's just a browser thing, but I want to make sure we can hear KAI CENAT's voice. Okay, make the voice sound like KAI CENAT. Yeah, it's saying something about the browser is not allowing the microphone to work or something like that. I don't know, but I don't know. That's something small though. Could definitely fix that, but I want to add KAI's voice in here though. I'll enhance text-to-speech settings to make KAI's voice sound like his actual personality. I want his actual voice though. Let me also enhance the KAI CENAT responses to sound more like KAI CENAT by updating the system prompt to include his speech patterns and energy. Let me enhance the AI personality to include more of KAI CENAT's speech patterns that will sound better when spoken out loud. Now let me add some voice specific instructions to make the responses sound even better when spoken. Okay, cool. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. We getting closer though. We getting a lot closer. Hey, God. Boom.
Deadass bro, that's a good one. You know I gotta keep it 100 with y'all. The amp house is always crazy, we stay lit. Purple heart.
Man, this is like, sounds nothing like KAI, man. Like, I don't know what to say. This is nothing like KAI. I've enhanced the voice to sound more like KAI. How do I get KAI CENAT's actual voice added? Not a similar voice. Yeah, I want the actual KAI CENAT's voice added in here. For sure. Professional voice cloud cloning service, 11 labs. Audio sample of KAI's voice. Most services require explicit permission. Yada, yada. API integration to replace current text-to-speech. Okay. Get proper. All right. Collect clean sample of KAI's voice. Do you have audio sampling permissions? All right. Would you like me to help integrate one of these services, or do you have audio samples and permissions to proceed with voice cloning? Current solution uses browser's built-in voices, but a custom cloned voice would be more authentic. If I give you his voice and I have permission, can you add it in? All right, now I'm wondering if this can add that voice in, or if we need to go somewhere else to do that. Yes, I can help integrate it. All right, cool. Let me see. 11 Labs has excellent voice cloning. What I need from you: audio sample, 11 Lab API key. All right, cool. So if I get an audio sample of KAI CENAT's voice and I get an API key from 11 Labs, we can get that voice in there. So that's what we need to do. All right, so getting an audio sample from KAI CENAT is going to be really easy. What we're going to do is we're going to go to, well, first off, we need the 11 Labs API key. So first, I got to make the 11 Labs API key. All right. So we check the pricing for developers, startup for developers, building prototypes, free, 10K credits a month. That's a perfect price for me. All right, cool. So we're going to sign up. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign up really quick. Boom, boom. And yeah, if this is free to test, that'll be cool. All right. Just making this account. All right, think we almost done. All right, just trying to get out of this real quick. Make sure there's nothing crazy showing. All right, so I'm gonna just grab that API key really quick. Well, it says they have voices here. It says they have voices. Let me see if I can find KAI's voice in here. It says search library, but it's not loading. Well, it's not letting me search that. For some reason, I can't click any of these. Yeah, this whole page just isn't working. Oh, it's like searching for some reason. I don't know. I think it glitched up. Oh, it's like that little white icon in the middle. That's crazy. All right, cool. So let me see. KAI CENAT.
I'm Kai, an Australian.
Color the day.
A book is a garden.
The final proof of greatness lies in being able to endure criticism without.
Nah. All right, cool. So don't have to worry about that. Let me just pull up this API key really quick. Okay. Just trying to grab this API key. Got to find out where that is. All right, so I'm actually just going to ask ChatGPT, where is the 11 lab API key? Boom. Let's see what we get. All right. So it says, go here, log in, click the avatar in the top right corner. Trying to see. Oh, it's like in the bottom corner. All right, cool. So now let me get that API key. All right, so I'm just. All right, so I'm basically just allowing it to have text to speech and speech to speech, which means it can talk to me if I talk to it, and it can talk to me if I type to it. For 11 labs. All right, so I'm just telling it I have the API key, and it should be able to just take that. All right, cool. So boom, continue. All right, so now it's just setting up the 11 labs portion, and then after this, all we gotta do is add KAI CENAT's voice. All right, let me install an update package and create a service to integrate 11 lab voice cloning. Okay. So it'll be able to do voice cloning too, which is cool. So you guys, who we working with now? So looks like it's just updating the 11 labs package. A package is something that the computer holds on to so it can use different programs and things like that. It's pretty much just updating the program. So all right, now add API routes. Cool. So it's just going through the normal process, just updating the app top to bottom and everything. And it says it'll need to clone the KAI CENAT voice. I gotta find out if I could just give it a video or something like that and make it clone the voice. I believe I can just give it a video and let it clone it. So I think that'll just work. Gotta fix that microphone though. That's annoying. All right, let me find the 11 lab initialization in the server. Let me check the correct import structure. Okay. All right, so All right, cool. All right, so as of now, we got the YouTube integration added in with an API key. We got the Twitch integration added in with a different API. And now we have a chat bot where we could talk to KAI CENAT and it gives us a voice, but we're going to make that voice sound exactly like KAI CENAT. For sure. And then we'll just be able to talk to KAI CENAT through the app. Be cool. All right, so yeah, it's just loading and processing everything and setting everything up. Yep, but let's ask KAI CENAT, man. How tall are you really?
Nah chat, you trippin'. But I love the energy. That's such a W question bro. Keep M coming. Face with steam from nose.
Alright, so yeah, you could probably hear the voice don't sound anything like KAI CENAT yet, but the next step, we're getting that voice in there so it'll sound just like him. And we're gonna make sure that it actually acts a lot more like him than it does now too, so that's not a big deal. Just want to get that voice in here for real. And then yeah, should be good to go. It's working though. It's working though. Looks like everything is going. Got the text to speech. So it's replacing the current text to speech. So maybe this will fix so that we can talk to the app verbally and it'll just talk right back to us. Yeah, the live stream, man. Guess he's still not live yet. That's cool. All right, so now we add some helpful comments and instructions. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. All right. Still waiting for it to ask me to add in a voice. Create an informative message to explain how to configure the actual KAI CENAT. All right, cool. So upload KAI CENAT's voice sample to your 11 Labs account. Okay. So basically we have to go here, right? Voices. All right, 0 out of 3 slots used. My voices. Create a voice. Design an entirely new voice. Instant voice cloning. Okay, so it looks like we gotta subscribe to get the better voice cloning. So let's go ahead and do that. So for $5, we get 30,000. For this, we get 100,000. I mean, this is cool. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get this creator real quick. Nah, we're gonna do monthly. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad. All right, so let me get this really quick. All right, let me grab my car real quick. Hey, cool. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add in that account so we can get that voice integration. Okay. All right. Just gotta add that phone number in. We good. Okay. All right, so looks like I got that in. Okay. So let me get to that page so we can make that voice. All right, so now we should be good to get that voice created. Instant voice cloning or professional voice cloning? I think we should get professional voice cloning. Tips to make a great professional voice clone. Verify your voice, sufficient audio length, volume control, audio pre-processing, record in acoustic trained room. Keep the room noise free. I'm confused. So, yeah, we could just upload a sample. All right, cool. All right, so this is what we're gonna do, right? We're about to get KAI CENAT's voice in there, so we got to get KAI CENAT, KAI CENAT YouTube. Boom. Go to his YouTube. Get a good, decent sized video. Right? You don't want a long video, just a pretty short one. Well, we want a video with just KAI talking. So KAI CENAT talking. Just KAI CENAT talking. All right. I think this will
Like,
work.
what you been doing? Yeah. You've been doing? Yeah.
Nah, that's dead. All right. So KAI CENAT short. See what we got. Just want to see something funny, or not funny. Something with just KAI talking.
Yo, you look like my middle school teacher.
Oh, she sounds amazing.
Is that good or bad? No, she was great. She was great.
All right, so we probably just gotta cut a piece of his voice from a short and only use his part.
Yo, you look like my middle school teacher.
Oh, she sounds amazing.
All right, so now that we got a URL, we're gonna do a simple YouTube to MP3. Boom. Get that in there, convert it. So now that video is in an MP3. Yup. And then we could use any app just to edit it, just to get our voice out. And yeah. So Audacity is something I used to use in the past. I don't know if you can use it on a browser. Yes, we could just download that though. Don't need that. No, we're gonna use. We got Premiere Pro. So all we need to do is cut KAI CENAT's voice, remove the girl's voice, and we're good. And then from there, we can just drop that into the 11 Labs page, and we'll get that KAI CENAT voice. All right. So grab that. You see. All right. home. Select media or create a new project. Oh yeah, create. Project already exists. You want to replace, cancel, home, create. It says this project already exists. Oh yeah, got the name. All right, cool. Let me get that name fixed. Haven't touched Premium Pro in a while. Don't freeze on me. Man, Premiere Pro bugging. All right, cool. All right, new project. Boom. Let's call it KAI Voice real quick. Create. Okay. And we're going to put this here. And we are going to drag that right in here. Boom, now we got KAI's voice.
Yo, you look like my middle school teacher.
Oh, she's
My middle.
All right, so we're going to zoom in on this. All right, and I believe it's C. Yep.
Middle school teacher.
Cut
oh,
that.
she sounds amazing.
No, she was.
All right, so we're going to cut that. Delete that. Put that right there.
Was great. She was great. You know what I'm saying? I have to say no. Oh.
All right, so we're going to cut again right here.
No.
Outrageous.
No. Can I feel your hair real quick? Please.
I mean, if it was a yes, absolutely, but
Yes. Yeah, no, yes.
All right, let me drag that back a little bit.
Yeah, no, yes. Yeah, no, yes. Michael Jordan.
All right, that's fire.
Michael Jordan.
Delete that.
Yo, you look like my middle school teacher. Was great. She was great. You know what I'm saying? I have to say no. No.
outrageous.
All right, so that sounds just like KAI.
Please.
I mean, if it was a yes, absolutely, but
Yes. Yeah, no, yes.
So let me delete that as well. We should be good.
I mean,
Yeah, no, yes. Michael Jordan. Yo, you look like my middle school teacher. Was great. She was great. You know what I'm saying?
All right, cool. So we good there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to export this. Right. Format. Going to go for, can we get an MP3? AAC audio. All right. So audio, codec, channel, caption. All right, cool. So this should be good here. So we're just going to export that. And all right, that just went to my videos folder. So let me get that video pulled up. Okay. Oh, look like it's not working. All right. So gotta get that audio in there. What I'm gonna do is, you Yeah, it looks like that didn't export the right way. So, I mean, we could re-export it though. It's not a big deal. Get that as like 420 video really quick just to get, or 480. All right. So let me make sure that video shows up.
Yo, you look like my middle school teacher.
All right. So we got the audio. Let me see if I can get that uploaded, or we might need to edit that a little bit. Oh yeah, these are the old APIs right there. All right, cool. So, all right, it's taking a little bit longer than expected, but we should be done pretty soon. All right, so professional voice clone, voice name, KAI CENAT, English, description, upload sample, go to C, EOS, KAI CENAT. Oh, it has to be at least 30 seconds. That's tough. All right, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just try and drop the full video in. That's not 30 seconds either. Wow. All right, let's see what else we can get. It's a simple KAI CENAT talking. KAI CENAT talking. Should be pretty short. Just has to be 30 seconds. Short.
The last time you text me about shit. Up now. You on my dick. Yo, Alexa.
Nah, that's not gonna work. Man, it's like he talks so much, and it's hard to find a video of him just talking by himself though, like for a second. All right, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. 30-second simple video. KAI talking.
This your baby. Listen, I'm done hiding
Nope.
the baby.
Man, all these different
Yo, what do you think about KAI CENAT?
Oh, haha. KAI CENAT, he's really talented.
KAI CENAT talking talking to AI KAI CENAT. All right, might have found a cheat code. All right, cool.
Yo, Kai.
Yes, bro.
I need some advice, bro.
What's up, brother? Tell me your issue.
All right, perfect. All right, so we're gonna copy that URL, right? Boom, drop that in there, convert. Now we finally got KAI CENAT's voice, and we can just drop that into the app so we can get his voice in our app. All right, let's download that. KAI CENAT meets KAI CENAT. All right, so let me, boom. Trash that. We should be cool.
Yo, Kai.
Yes, bro.
All right, so that's cool. Upload samples. Boom. Language, English. Description. Sound like the YouTuber KAI CENAT. Accent, American. Add label, gender, male. Add label, age, Young. All right, cool. So we good. All right, got name, language, description, sound like YouTuber KAI CENAT, label, male, young, yada, yada. 9 more minutes needed. Wow, we need 10 minutes of him talking. Wow, I didn't even know that. All right, cool. All right, cool. So we just gonna use a long form video. KAI CENAT reacts to KAI CENAT. Let me get a cool, quick video. KAI talking for 10 minutes. It's like, bro, like he talks so much, but I cannot find no videos of him just talking. Let me see. KAI CENAT live videos. Popular. Well, now let's go oldest, right? Yeah, man, all these videos, man. I just want to hear him talking for a second so I can get that voice so we can add it to the app. All right. Okay.
It's different. Oh my god! Yo, plugs, do not $5,000, chat.
All right, this will work right here. All right, cool. So we back. Next. Boom. Convert. Yeah, this should be good enough though, for real. Get this added in. And we are set. Let's go. Let's take a little bit longer to load. All right, cool. We got that. Downloading. Crazy fast. All right. So now, gonna try and add that in and see what happens. Now we could have fleshed out his voice and got it probably a little bit more clear, but this is gonna be cool though. This is gonna be cool. Just loading. I'm trying to get this voice in. Once we get his voice in the app, it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be cool. For sure. Processing now. All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, cool. Sure you want to continue? Yeah. All right, verify voice. When you're ready, click start recording and record yourself speaking the text that's displayed on the screen. What? Oh, now it's asking. Oh, nah. Yeah, we can skip that. We can skip that. The voice does not have a sample to play. Finish this voice. I don't know what finish this voice means. Oh, all right. It says verify the voice, but I don't know why I gotta verify the voice. That's crazy. If we gotta verify the voice, that's tough. If we gotta verify the voice, that's tough. All right, so let me see. My voices. Copy voice ID. Close that. All right. So let me see if we can use that voice ID. All right. Make the voice without 11 labs. Dang, that's tough. That is tough. You can create a high quality voice experience without 11 labs using the web speech API app. All right, let me enhance the browser text to speech to sound much more like Kai. So it looks like it's doing something now to enhance the voice. You can create high quality. All right, let me update the async function call to make it sync since we're back to browser text to speech. Let me also enhance the AI's personality to work better with the browser text to speech by making the responses even more voice optimized. Let me update the OpenAI service to generate more speech friendly responses. All right. All right, so it looks like it might have a better voice coming in now. Man, I'm just trying to get a voice that sounds like Kai, man. I'm just trying to get a voice that sounds like Kai. We were so close. It said I needed to verify his voice. I know how I could do it, but it's going to take too long to do in one day. That's the whole thing with this 30 days, 30 app challenge. Like, I need every app to be done in one day. I could easily flesh this out, and I'm going to come back to this for sure. I'm going to definitely come back to this. So it's going to be a part 2 of this one. Guaranteed. Hey, God. Let me see what he says.
Chat. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all always asking the real questions. I'm not gonna lie, this is fire. Fire.
Alright. So he don't sound anything like Kai. Okay, cool. Says voice input ready. So the voice input isn't functioning. All right, so we do have the Twitch, the YouTube, that's the API key, timed out on that, and the voice isn't working. What's up, Kai? Who is AMP? See if your answer's right.
Chat.
See, that's what I'm saying.
This is
Nah,
what I'm
like,
talking about.
this is not
Y'all
working
always
correct.
asking the real questions.
We gotta
I'm
at
not
least get the
gonna lie,
OpenAI
this
working
is fire.
correct.
Fire.
The OpenAI API does not seem like it's working correctly. The quota was not hit. Because it thinks the quota was hit for the API, for the OpenAI. It's using like a backup. That's why he's answering so simple. But it looks like it just added things the wrong way. So let me see if it can fix that. I mean, so yeah, I probably need a fresh API key. All right, cool. Let me make a new API key really quick, and we can see where we go. But yeah, like I said, this app will probably need a part 2. Like, it's a lot of progress made today, but I could definitely add in that Kai voice with a little bit of extra work. But yeah, it'll probably just take a little bit more than 24 hours. I will keep going on this one, but the problem is I got 26 more apps to build. So I don't want to get too caught up in anything for any specific day. The whole point of this 30-day challenge is showing how simple and straightforward it can be to build an app every day for 30 days. And it's still a full functional app. It's just not at the quality that I would like it to be. Let me get this API key added in. Okay. Not seeing that show up. All right. All right, so I got that new key. Adding that in now. All right, so look like it's loading. Let me let this finish loading and make sure it works. Okay. The OpenAI API is now working with the fresh API key. The enhanced voice system is ready to test. Okay. Hey, Cop.
Nah, chat, you trippin'. But I love the energy. That's such a W. Question, bro. Keep them coming. Face with steam from nose.
Bruh, it always answers the same way. All right, let me ask, any tip for new streamers?
Chat.
Yeah, see, it's still
This
answering
is what
the
I'm
same.
talking about. Y'all always asking the real
It
questions.
always
I'm not gonna lie.
answers the
This is
same way.
Fire.
All right. Let me see if we can get this added in real quick. I just want to have a good point just to make sure the app is functional. I mean, at this point, we got YouTube added in. We got Twitch added in. We got an AI version of KAI CENAT added in. The only real thing is the voice. I really want that voice in there, so I'm definitely going to work on that behind the scenes. I might just pop a video up one day with a fully fleshed out version of the app. But for right now, it looks like, yeah, that voice just hasn't been added in. And I probably would want to do some research really behind the scenes just to make sure we can get that working 100% the right way. Won't really take too long, but it's not really something for stream. It's not really that interesting to watch, going through documentation and just understanding things on that level. And the whole point of this 30-day, 30 app challenge is 30 apps built in 30 days that anybody can do. And that's the whole point. So when it gets to that level, it's a little bit beyond the scope of the challenge. Just want to make sure that anybody can do this. But right now, I just showed you guys how to add in YouTube integration, Twitch integration, and an AI chatbot all into one app in less than 3 hours. We got all of this done. So it's still a lot of progress, still a lot of progress. I just got high standards. I just got high expectations. But we definitely going to meet those for sure. For sure. And this is only the start. It's only day 4. We got 26 days left. So still a lot more to go. A lot more to go. All right. So it looks like it's still not responding to the API correctly. Okay. Hey. See what it says. Crash. All right, it's still loading now. All right. The app crashed. Yeah, it looked like ChatGPT is just off. For real. It's not reading things the way it normally does. Being pretty inaccurate so far. But we can see. Perfect. App's now running. All right. Hey, Kai. What we got?
Deadass, I love talking with chat. Y'all always bring that good energy. W, hats next.
What is up with this thing? This is not using the API. Yeah, so it looks like it's just some issues with the chat portion of it. The live works and the YouTube works. It just needs more data on the YouTube or pay a couple dollars to get that updated. But I'm definitely show first thing tomorrow. I'm gonna show what it looks like fully. Unfortunately, can't show it today because the app, the YouTube portion needs 24 hours to update. But I might work on this a little bit actually tonight and just show you guys tomorrow what the results were of this one. But for right now, it looks like it's been a little bit stubborn than normal. Tried to reach a little bit further than we usually do, but it's all good. End of the day, it's been 3 hours and we have a great template for an application so far. A lot of progress done. So yeah, but this is military grade automation. This is Adrian Glenn speaking, and glad you guys watched, and looking forward to seeing you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I'm the only person out here making apps in real time every single day for 30 days. So everything is not going to go 100% smooth, but we're going to keep pushing every day. But yeah, have a good one. Talk to y'all next time.